Today you're going to need your pencil, a white piece of paper, sketchbook, your black marker, color pencils, and if you would like, you can use watercolors. Let's get started. For our winter scene project, you need to get out your blank piece of paper and your pencil so we can get started. Here's an example of what we'll be doing. So go ahead and point to let's do about the middle of your paper. And we're going to go ahead and draw a hill that comes down almost to the opposite side. So you start here with your pencil, you're going to go across the middle and then come down and almost to the far corner of your paper. Now let's go ahead and put our pencil somewhere here in the middle, and we're going to go straight across to the other side to draw our other hill. So I'll put my pencil here and go up and over. So now I have my hills. We're then going to go in and draw some trees. So for our trees, we're going to go ahead and do some lines up like this. And now you could draw any sort of type of tree. If you don't want to do one like this, you can do one with straight lines, anything you like. So my next tree I'll draw, I'm going to do one here. I'm going to do it a little bit shorter lines. You could also try doing a tree. Maybe I'll draw one more right here with triangles. Now you could do different trees or you can make them all the same. That's up to you. I did them all the same here. A little bit different from this picture. We're going to actually add a house here in the background. So let's go ahead and go to this side. This is our horizon line where the ground meets the sky, and we're going to draw our house. So we're going to start off with a like a rectangle. After we draw a rectangle, you're then going to draw a triangle on top. Now let's take this line and go out to the side and then come straight down. Then from here, we need to mimic this line here, which means copy this line here, make it come up. But first, let's draw this line straight across, and we're going to stop here because we're going to make this one diagonal. This helps with the 3D effect. So now we have our house. I'm going to go ahead and erase this little line that connects the triangle to the square. And erase it there. And now you can decorate your house however you'd like. Think about doors or windows that you might want to add. There's all different shapes and sizes for the doors and windows. You can have circles, you can have triangles, you can have rectangles. You can even add bushes if you'd like. Make your house unique. I'm adding some curtains here. There's also shutters you can do on the side if you want. Even at my front door, maybe I have some window and window panes. And then let me go to my roof. I'm making it a tin roof. Could also do it with lines across. You can also make the house like it has shutters or bricks, however you'd like. So go ahead and draw your house. Put a nice little chimney on top. Now you can hit pause if you need to stop to finish yours. Otherwise, we're going to go to the next little step. The next little step is we're going to go ahead and draw our moon in the sky. I'm going to draw mine over here. It's kind of like a backwards letter C. And then I go like this and I connect it there. If you would like to add some snowflakes or stars, I like to do a plus sign and then the letter X in the middle. Okay, now for down here, these are supposed to be little footprints. So we want to almost make it going bigger to smaller. Now I've done it where I've colored my finger and I've done a fingerprint with my thumb, and then you get smaller and smaller with your smaller fingers. But for today, we'll just go ahead and draw little circles like this. And then they're going to slowly get smaller. They're like ovals. Again, it's supposed to look like your shoes getting smaller and smaller. So it looks like we're walking through the snow. This is going to stay white, so it's going to feel like we're walking in the snow. All right, so our next step is once we're done with decorating, we can also add like one more tree here maybe. I'm going to do this one totally different. And again, you can keep yours consistent, meaning you can keep all your trees the same, but I'm just trying to show you different examples. So I'm doing all different styles of trees. And like I said, and over here, I kind of kept it the same. So now you're going to take your black marker and you're going to go on top of your lines. Now, if you don't have a black marker, you can always use your crayon. That works too. I'm going to erase some of my pencil lines in a minute. And you're going to go over each one of your lines. And it's okay if your marker is starting to die. Sometimes that's a cooler effect because it makes it more fuzzy and it gives it kind of a shading effect. So don't worry if yours isn't as crisp as mine. We're just doing the best we can. So I'm almost finished with all my lines. After I do all my lines, you can hit pause if you're not caught up. Once we're finished with our lines, you're going to take your pencil and go ahead and erase all your pencil lines. After you erase all your pencil lines, we are then going to use the color pencils to go ahead and do our night sky. All right, so now I'm going to get my eraser out. And I'm going to erase any parts that I see that I need to erase. All right, now I can go in and color. So let's go ahead and do the night sky first. If you're doing a night sky, we're going to use a blue pencil, a purple pencil, and a yellow. So I like to start with my blue, and you can do it in strips like this where you do different colors. This was actually done with watercolor. So if you have watercolor, you can go ahead and use your watercolor. And just note that you want to get colors next to each other on the color wheel, kind of like purple and blue work really well, and red is okay because red and blue make purple, or the primary colors, which are red, blue, and yellow, and they'll mix other colors. And you can see I did red, blue, and yellow, and it kind of made some purple colors. But if we're just using color pencils, I'm going to take my color pencil and I'm going to go ahead and shade this night sky with a nice blue. I'm doing it lightly at first. So I'm just going to shade the whole background lightly with blue. And I'm going to come in later and color my trees if I need to color them in with a different color. So I'm going very light with this blue. Even though it's a dark blue, I'm actually just going in on it very lightly. So it's just like filling it in with a little bit. We're going to add a deeper color here in just a minute. Then I'm going to add my purple. I'm going to go in with purple and just kind of shade this in to get a hint of another color. I'm not shading it in as much as the blue. I'm just adding some accent color, so a secondary color, but not as much as the blue. Then I'm going to come in with some blue, and I'm going to actually come in and just add a few lines just to make it a little darker. So I'm actually pushing, and I'm not shading anymore. I'm just pushing to add some different kind of color to the sky, and I'm pushing a little harder. Then I'm going to get my yellow, and I'm going to shade here so it looks like the sun is setting and the moon is out. So I'm going to shade down here with yellow and kind of fill in this area kind of towards the bottom here. But then I'm going to just only a little bit bring it to the top. Only a little. Only a few lines. Bring it to the top. You should be getting this nice, beautiful winter sky. Now I can go ahead and start coloring in my house and coloring in my trees, and then we will be done. And again, if you're using watercolor, you can color your house in with watercolor, or you can do a combination of watercolor and color pencil if you'd like. That's up to you. So here I'm going to go ahead and get my tin roof. I made a blue tin roof this day. I'm going to go ahead and color in some of my trees. And I can decide to color those in up here, or I can leave them empty because sometimes your trees shed all their leaves, but the pine trees normally still have them up. I also sometimes like to take a yellow and add some extra color into my trees. And just whatever colors you want to go ahead and color in with now. You kind of finish up your picture. And I'm just about done. Just got to get my moon, my nice bright moon. And if I want to add some more little decorations, go ahead and add whatever you'd like to this. And you can add some snowflakes if you decided you wanted to make it like a snowy day. And remember, I like to do the plus sign with an X for the snowflakes. And then you can also come in here with little footprints if you'd like and just lightly shade them, because normally there's a little shadow because it's like someone stepped in the snow. All right. And that's all. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you like this, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.